we're actually back home. It's super late at night, so I'm actually in here cleaning a little bit, just putting stuff away from the road trip. I've got my jams on and everything. Everyone's asleep. We came back today. Today was when we were supposed to come back. We had a really nice morning, just like hanging out with family, and then we went back, and our friends that came to Berlin about a week ago, they came, or we visited them. They're back from their vacation back in Stuttgart, so we went over to their house and visited them. And then we ended up getting on the road at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, a little bit later than that. And that put us in Berlin at like 10:30 at night. I have so much laundry to do that I went ahead and started a load. So I just figured I would stay up and wait until that load was done, and then preload the washing machine for tomorrow morning. Yeah, Roman's got work in the morning. The kids are still on summer break. They've only got a few days left at this point. They don't even have a full week. I'm really tired, really tired. So I'm just going to call it a night, and we'll see you guys in the morning. We're back in Berlin. Bye. All right, good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm super tired. I went to bed last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, but it does feel really nice to be back. It is significantly cooler here in Berlin than it's been. I think in Berlin right now it's like 27 degrees, 28 degrees, which is warm, but it's not like dreadfully hot, which is kind of what it was the last few days in Stuttgart. It was like 35 degrees yesterday, and so that's a big difference in Celsius. I mean, it doesn't sound like a whole lot in Fahrenheit if you think about Fahrenheit, but like, you know, it's a big deal, and it's nice because you can kind of like feel yourself, like you can breathe with a bit more ease. I didn't vlog a whole lot of the trip, and I think a lot of that was just Roman and I went out on a Friday evening, and then we went out on a Saturday morning. It is cool that like when the kids are gone, we kind of go back to the way we were before we had them, and like we enjoy each other's company in a different way, and you know, we can just focus on the other instead of does one of the kids like need to go to the bathroom, or is somebody hungry? And it's weird because you don't think those things like really add up. Like you don't go into having a kid thinking anything's really going to change in your relationship, but things do change, especially in those early days. It's like a very rude awakening for, I guess, for everybody, but you know, for the mom, she has to put that baby first because his or her life depends on it, and that has to come first. Like you can't tell your newborn, okay, just wait, you know, let me have a conversation with your papa, you know, like you can't do that. They need you right now, and everything else has to wait. And then that seems to like kind of stay the same. Like that becomes the trend. And even as children learn patience, it's like you still put their needs first, even before your own. And then I could imagine like from the other partner's point of view, like, you know, Roman, he loves this baby just as much too, but there's not as much he can do. And, you know, Roman was always very supportive as a newborn dad, but like I'm different, and he has to sort of ride that wave of what I'm going through. He can't necessarily help the baby the way I could, but like he kind of just has to ride the wave and deal with it. And I can imagine that there's a big shift in that too for him. So going off now, but like all that's to say is that kids do change aspects of your relationship, and we don't really like go on dates a whole lot. We don't, part of that is I just don't really trust other people with my kids. I really felt like this was just a sacrifice that I needed to make, especially as someone who's changed countries a bunch of times. And all that's to say is that it was really good to have a couple of like, well, we had an evening date and then we had a day date, and it was nice to have both. And it was really good to just like, hey, what do you want to eat? Not what Callum, Linnea, or Elliot wants. What do you want? What do you want to do? Like, what are we going to do? So we had a lot of fun. It was really good. I need to go get groceries with the kids. We need some serious groceries because we're going to be here. Obviously, school starting in like 6 days. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of hang out this week, get some new shoes, get some new sport clothes for school, give things a good wash and a good scrub. And neither of the kids have their school lists, which is a little weird because we've always had this like at the very beginning of summer, and we have nothing from either of the kids' schools at this point. So I'm a little concerned. We're just gonna ride the wave. If the teachers aren't concerned, I'm not gonna be concerned. What I am gonna be concerned with is just having a good time, watching all the movies, doing all the sofa cuddles, enjoying these last days of just kind of like freedom to, I don't know, breathe a little bit easier, because I'm really not looking forward to sending them back to school. I'm really gonna miss them. I still so desperately wish I could homeschool. I really, really, really loved homeschooling Callum, and I saw how many steps forward he made in so many different directions. And I really, really, really miss that, because I know that he'd be very successful. It's interesting because school is just not, I don't know, the school situation doesn't bring out the best in him. And I don't know if it's like the other kids. I don't know. But it's just not, it's not what I would think it would be. Anywho, well, I need to go work on some laundry, see the kids. I need to make some coffee, fold laundry. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, Linnea and I are shoe shopping. Yeah.
Even though I know when the grown-ups are, which is
I know.
so weird because I'm actually still a kid. I'm not a grown-up anymore.
I know. We're having a shoe crisis because she's kind of like phased out of most of the little kid shoe sizes.
It feels like now that I'm still like in the kid size.
I know. But we did find something. So she's happy. Happy, happy. Show your shoe.
Adidas.
Yeah. Hello, hello, kiddos.
Hi.
Hi, Ellie. Ellie Belly's on the bike. These two are walking. And greetings to one of the last days of summer. All right.
And then they're following us.
Yeah, we had a weird situation in the woods. I put my camera down so I could focus, like really, really, really focus. There was a guy that was like, I don't know if he was really following us, but it was enough to raise my alert. When the kids were like kind of playing around a little bit, and he was like intentionally taking every turn we took and all that sort of stuff, and I didn't like that. So Calum and I got sticks. I feel pretty confident I could defend my kids, but so I'm not worried about that. But we're gonna take the shortcut home, okay? Yeah, and then I'll make you some spaghetti for lunch. It just was kind of odd, because usually when you're in the woods, like everyone wants to kind of be by themselves. And you know, like what we've typically experienced is when we're walking on one road, like people take a different one just so that you can have your isolation. And he was, come on, Cal, stay with me, please. He was taking every single turn that we took. I have taken self-defense courses, so I don't feel threatened. I feel pretty, and I'll tell you guys, I will go nuts. I will absolutely go nuts if anyone tries to mess with my kids. I will not hold back. I will not hold back. You know, usually we've really, you guys hear the helicopter? The timing of that is odd. Maybe we need to get out of these woods. There's been a helicopter kind of like circling around off and on.
Hi, how cute.
Aww.
Ladybug. Hi,
So little. That's so little. Show Elliot. Do you see it, Nini?
Yeah. We have to look for its mama.
We're back. We're away from the woods. Yeah, it was kind of a weird thing. You know, when you realize somebody's hanging around a little bit too long. You know, obviously you don't know what's gonna happen, but you're like kind of on high alert. So, just kind of go back to the basics. Keep the kids with you. Get your stick. And, you know, Get ready to fight, Mama. But we're okay. We're okay. Dinner in the garden. I wonder how long we're gonna have nice weather.
Until the weekend.
Doesn't it get cold? Like in the teens?
Colder, yeah.
We should do like one more grill. Now that you have a full tank.
Yeah.
Oh, here come the wasps, huh? Is that a wasp? If we need to cover, we can cover. The lighting's not great, but when our friends came over, like 2 weeks ago when we grilled, when they came over, like Roman turned on the grill and then how long later? A minute later?
Yeah.
We ran out of gas. So he had to go quickly and buy another tank of propane. I lifted the table because I knew we were gonna sit outside. I lifted the cover that's on the table and it was completely filled with spider webs. Like, wasn't it, kids? Like, it was completely covered. We've had so much rain that I think they all just sort of found refuge underneath the table cover. They weren't coming off. Well, then how'd you guys get them off?
Because some were not getting off. Well, I got them off.
Yeah, Callum was kind of he was overseeing that project.
Do we still have potatoes?
Yeah, help yourself.